Hey guys, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
It's 9:30 and we are cutting videos. Whoa, right?
Surprise.
20 years of marriage and we're cutting videos. All right, so we've been talking about this for 90 days and I've been meaning to cut a video about this for 90 days. And tonight we're kind of talking about how we manifested the sale of our house, which we did this 90 days ago. We've been in this house now for like 2 months.
Yep. December.
Yeah. December 2nd. Okay, so let's just first say, we started looking for houses, okay? And that we found a house before we sold our house.
We did.
And we put a contract on this house.
We did.
Okay, and then we had this moment like, okay, are we gonna have...
What did we just do?
What did we just do? And are we gonna have 2 house payments, right? And we were like, okay, super not ideal to have 2 house payments, but if we're gonna have 2 house payments, I just wanna know and I wanna be prepared. Yep. So in 1 week, in middle of November, I had like 2 coaching sessions with some energy people that I work with. And I asked one, I was like, can you just tell me, like, do you foresee that this house isn't going to sell? We were sitting in the old house. Do you foresee that this house is going to sell? She's like, okay, so let me just she goes, give me the address of the new house, right? So I give her the address and she does this like woo-woo, right? She's like, oh, it's a high consciousness house, meaning this house. I'm like, yeah, high consciousness area.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds right. Yeah, okay. Then she goes, give me the address of your current house, the one that we were trying to sell. And she goes, oh, that's a high consciousness house. We're like, yeah.
We love it.
Love it. Okay, and she's like, okay. Then she asked a few more questions, like, do either you or Jason, remember she was like, are either you or Jason like not wanting to sell it?
Are attached to the old house.
You attached to this house or you're not wanting to sell it? No. And I think I did especially. Well, you probably had your moments too.
Well,
we just
sure.
loved that house.
Yeah, we at times you're like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Because we just finished recently, the whole additions, the pool,
remodel,
everything, and it was
perfect.
Complete. It was how we wanted it.
So, but at that point we were like, no, we're complete. Okay. And then she said, okay, is Augie complete? Because Augie might not know exactly what it means to like move a new house. And this is the only house he's been in. So maybe his little soul is attached, but you guys wouldn't know it. So first thing is we want you to start doing some things to get him really excited about the new area.
Right.
Okay. So we'd bring him out here. We'd go to the park. We'd drive by the house. We'd show him how close it is to his school. So that was one of the things we did. Okay. The second thing she said is, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to the MLS, okay? And you go print off your house, right? The print off, like of the house on the MLS, okay? And she's like, take a red Sharpie and write sold across it and print off multiple copies and hang them all around the house, okay? I'm like, okay. She's like, now this is the most important thing that you need to do. You and Jason have to decide exactly what you want for the house, like exactly how much you want for the house. And you can't put a timeline to it, okay? You have to be so in sync that both of you know exactly what you want or what you would take, bottom line, okay? And don't put a timeline on it and then just release it, okay? And at this, so we talked, we figured out, okay, do you remember we wanted a certain amount of money and we wanted cash offer?
Right. And a quick close.
And the reason why we wanted cash offer, you guys, is because we were about ready to close on this house in like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were like, okay, we want a cash offer because if we got a cash offer, that means it wouldn't have the buyers of the old house wouldn't have to go through underwriting.
Did not want to pay 2 house payments.
Didn't want to pay 2 house payments, okay? So we came up with a number. We're like, we want this number, cash, okay? And at this point, you guys, I don't want to say nobody's interested in our house. We've had a ton of people look at the house.
Yep.
We had a lot of interest, but we didn't have like our realtor saying,
so-and-so's going to put in an offer.
Right.
We had none of that. Not one time did anybody insinuate that there might be an offer coming.
Right. And we're great friends with our realtor, so
she would have said.
She would have said and connected, okay? So this is on a Wednesday, and do you remember that? Like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have showing. So what happened, you guys, is I have these all throughout the house. I had them like right where I sit at my computer, where Jason and I could see them all the time. So right where I sit at my computer.
Mirror where we get ready.
Yeah, mirror everywhere. We get ready. Pantry, because we eat a lot of food, right? So
You do.
Oh yeah, I eat the massive amounts of food in this house. Pantry, yoga room. So I'd sit like at the yoga couch and I'd straight ahead. So they were all over. And then what would happen is we would show the house. So I'm like running all around.
Where are they?
Hiding them. And then the minute we would walk in, the house would show. We'd walk in the house. The first thing I would do,
put them back up. Go
find them all and tape them. They were just like taped, you guys, all back up. Okay, so that's a Wednesday. I have the call with the energy person. Okay. We put them up, take them down, put them up, take them down, put them up, take them down, put them up, take them down. Okay, 5 days later, out of the blue, Jody goes, oh, we're getting an offer. We're like, okay, great. It's a Monday. So this is a Wednesday. 5 days later on a Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, you guys, we get the offer. Okay. And so like let's say we wanted $100,000 cash. That's not the amount, you guys. But let's say we wanted $100,000 cash. The offer came in at like $99,000 cash offer, no contingencies. So what that meant was they were still going to do the inspection.
Right.
But they weren't going to ask us to fix anything unless it was like, they just wanted a way to get out if like it needed a new roof.
Major.
Yeah, major, something major, okay? So no contingencies, meaning like we don't have to fix the faucet that leaks or the door handle that squeaks or something like that, okay? So can you imagine, $99,000 cash offer, no contingencies. We look at each other, we're like,
Deal.
sold. Okay, we didn't counter or anything. And we called our realtor Jody, we're like, Jody, sold? She goes, sold. And one of her partners was like, oh, you need to counter. And Jason and I, Jody and I are like,
no.
sold. So quick close. On our closing date, like we sold that house in the morning.
Yep.
I don't know, it was like 5 closings in one day, but we sold and purchased on December 2nd. And I'm telling you, we manifested and meditated this sucker.
And the neat thing about the whole process is the end result. Today, I pick up the little guy from school, and he goes, I am so glad we moved. And I'm like, well, why is that, pal? He goes, we're so close to the school. I'm like, very good.
There we go. Yeah.
That's why we did it.
That's why we moved. 45 minutes one way to drive Augie to school in the old place compared to...
Now, do you want to just say a disclaimer? We're not condoning or...
What are we saying? We're not saying don't move. We're not saying move.
We're not
I didn't
saying
tell the amount of the house. I'm not saying
we're
this.
not saying do that and you're it's sold. We're not condoning or...
No. We're just saying that Jason and I have been skilled after 20 years of marriage of
trusting the process.
Trusting the process, listening to our coaches, and manifesting. Happy Valentine's Day.